single day.
CSO. Internal Affairs Internal Investigation IA 2022-038 Deputy Skylar Goddard Number 3305. Investigator, Lieutenant Jason Zakoish. Integrity, Professionalism, Trust. Sheriff Bill Prummell 7474, Utilities Road, Punta Gorda, Florida, 339829416392101. 639-2101. Deputy Skylar Goddard. From, Chief Deputy Michael Kazimla. Date, August 3, 2022. Re, Notice of Intent to Withdraw Appointment. As a result of internal investigation IA #2022-038, it was determined that you violated the following Charlotte County Sheriff's Office policies and procedures. GO 3.50 Violation of law. Members of the office will adhere to all federal, state, and local laws and ordinances, including but not limited to traffic violations. GO 3.50 11.4.d.12 Conduct. Unbecoming members will conduct themselves at all times, both on and off duty, in such a manner as to reflect most favorably on the office. Conduct unbecoming a member will include that which tends to bring this office into disrepute or reflects discredit upon the member, or that which tends to impair the operation and efficiency of this office. GO 3.5011.4.6.27 Reporting criminal or civil violations of law. Members will immediately report all criminal and/or civil violations of law in which they or any other member is involved, or any other actions they may become involved in which may bring discredit to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Reporting should be made through the chain of command. If a member is reporting such violations involving their immediate supervisor, they will report the violations to a supervisor at the next highest level in the chain of command. You are hereby notified that it is the intent of the sheriff to withdraw your appointment with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. You will be notified in writing of the effective date of discipline being imposed. You have the right to respond to the sheriff's actions in this matter, in writing to, or in person with the sheriff. If a writing is used as your statement, it will be attached to the case and your personnel file and should include any mitigating circumstances that the sheriff may consider before final discipline is imposed. You have the right to review the investigative case, in the presence of Internal Affairs, before deciding to respond to the sheriff. If you wish to do such, please request a meeting by calling the sheriff's administrative assistant, Jennifer Wireman, 941-575-5211, no later than 1,600 hours on Monday, August 8, 2022. Bill Prummell, Sheriff Mike Casarella, Chief Deputy. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Summary of Incident. On June 26, 2022, at approximately 4:21 a.m., Corporal David Cox, hereinafter referred to as Corporal Cox, was requested by dispatch to contact Corporal Kyle Griffin, hereinafter referred to as Corporal Griffin, who is employed with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, PCSO. When Corporal Cox spoke with Corporal Griffin, it was learned a member of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Skylar Goddard 3305, hereinafter referred to as DEP Goddard, was involved in an incident in their jurisdiction. Corporal Cox completed an administrative incident report detailing what was reported to him about DEP Goddard. Corporal Griffin and his squad responded to the Days Inn located at 5005 34th Street North, St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, Florida 33714, reference to a disturbance that was later determined active investigati. During the course of the incident, it was found DEP Goddard was at the wrong hotel as hers was across the street. The victim initially did not wish to pursue criminal charges, but later changed his mind with the influence of friends and family. Therefore PCSO was sending the case to the state attorney's office as a warrant request, and DEP Goddard remained at her hotel with her friends. Please refer to DEP Cox's administrative incident report for complete details. On June 27, 2022, I was provided the Administrative Incident Report and initial PCSO case report to conduct an internal investigation into the incident. Prior to being notified regarding the incident, I was contacted by Sergeant Christopher Carney, hereinafter referred to as Sergeant Carney, who was asking about DEP Goddard. Sergeant Carney advised DEP Goddard was supposed to report to the Criminal Investigation Division, CID, for training, but was not there on page 1 of 11. IA 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Time, and heard she was involved with an incident over the weekend. At the time I did not have any details and advised I would follow up with him. After obtaining the initial incident details and documents, Sergeant Carney called me back, advising DEP Goddard did arrive for training with CID, and he spoke with her and her trainer in his office to find out if she was involved in an incident that he would need to report. I advised Sergeant Carney an internal investigation into the incident was being started, and I would be meeting DEP Goddard at the CID office to serve her paperwork. After providing DEP Goddard with notice of the internal investigation, I obtained a sworn recorded statement from Sergeant Carney, which is detailed further in the report. Notification of Internal Investigation IIMI. On June 27, 2022, DEP Goddard was notified she was being investigated by the Internal Affairs Unit. DEP Goddard was advised the investigation would pertain to Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order 3.50H.4.C.1 violation of law, battery, and 3.50H.4.D.12 conduct unbecoming. She was provided a confidentiality of internal investigations form which she signed and understood, and was also provided with a copy of the Police Officer Bill of Rights while she was under investigation. DEP Goddard was additionally provided notification and placed on administrative leave with pay. When I notified DEP Goddard of the administrative internal investigation, specifically regarding violation of law, she asked what it was in reference to. I advised her the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office filed simple battery charges against her with the State Attorney's Office regarding an incident she was involved with. DEP Goddard became visibly angry and referred to it being inaccurate and stated, "Did they take pictures of my hands?" No. I advised her I would be interviewing her later regarding the incident from an administrative standpoint, but if she had concerns with PCSO's criminal investigation to reach out to them. Upon completion of the notification, I received all pertinent CCSO property from DEP Goddard via a property receipt and placed it into the training armory safe. Human Resources was notified of the administrative leave with pay status. Page 2 of 11. 1A 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Operations Manual General Order 3.50 Correspondence G.0.3.50H.4.C.1 Violation of law. Members of the office will adhere to all federal, state, local laws and ordinances, including but not limited to traffic violations. G.0.3.50H.4.D.12 Conduct unbecoming. Members will conduct themselves at all times, both on and off duty, in such a manner as to reflect most favorably on the office. Conduct unbecoming a member will include that which tends to bring this office into disrepute or reflects discredit upon the member, or that which tends to impair the operation and efficiency of this office. Summary of Sergeant Christopher Carney's statement to Internal Affairs. On June 27, 2022, at 10:36 a.m., I met with Sergeant Carney at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office District 3 office in order to obtain a sworn recorded statement detailing his involvement in this case. At the start of the interview, Sergeant Carney was placed under oath and the term perjury was discussed. Sergeant Carney also read and signed the confidentiality of internal investigation form. He advised he understood the form and did not have any questions regarding the context of it. Sergeant Carney advised he personally knew DEP Goddard through family interactions. He spoke with her on Thursday, June 23 about her training in CID on Monday, June 27. While on his way to work on the Monday, Sergeant Carney was running late, so he called the office to see if DEP Goddard was there. He was advised she was not and that she was possibly involved with an incident over the weekend and on administrative leave. Sergeant Carney found out another agency had called over the weekend wanting to speak with her supervisor, but he did not know about what or any details. Page 3 of 11. IA 2022-038. Details of the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office investigation. Al equals Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. When Sergeant Carney arrived at work, DEP Goddard was there, so he brought her into his office along with her trainer, Detective Ronald Chandler. Sergeant Carney advised he needed to know what happened so he could figure out the appropriate actions, and DEP Goddard advised she was involved in an incident at a hotel in St. Pete. She indicated she was mistaken for someone who caused a disturbance involving a cooler, told the police her cooler was in her room, and did not really remember what happened, but was brought back to her hotel. She indicated she did not receive any paperwork but indicated she was intoxicated during the incident. Shortly after their conversation, I advised Sergeant Carney to keep DEP Goddard at the office as I was going there to place her on administrative leave. Prior to my arrival, DEP Goddard went into Sergeant Carney's office on her own accord and said the other agency may have called because there was medical PSI in plain view in the hotel room she was staying at. She advised her friend who was staying in the room had it with him as he has a medical PSI colleague. Sergeant Carney advised DEP Goddard she cannot be in that situation as a law enforcement officer, and he did not want to speak with her any further regarding the incident as there was likely going to be an internal investigation into the incident. Please refer to the recorded statement for complete details. During this internal investigation, I obtained and reviewed PCSO's Incident Report 5022 to 196,985, Supplement Report Number 1, PCSO CAD Report, Body-worn camera footage, and hotel surveillance footage. Based on the review of documents and video, the following specific pertinent facts were obtained as to the events that occurred. These events were slightly different than Corporal Cox's incident report. Active Investigati. Page 4 of 11. IA 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Active Investigati. Active Investigati. During the conversation it was asked if the victim wished to pursue charges and there was no clear answer that he did, but the translator appeared to be the one making the decision of saying he wished to pursue charges. Victim rights paperwork was provided and PCSO referred the case to the State Attorney's Office for the charge of simple battery. Summary of DEP Skylar Goddard's statement to Internal Affairs. On July 5, 2022, at approximately 9 a.m., I met with DEP Goddard at the Internal Affairs Office at headquarters in order to obtain a sworn recorded statement detailing her involvement in this case. Prior to the interview, DEP Goddard was provided any and all material related to this case. She was given ample time to read over and review all the available information. At approximately 9:22 a.m., DEP Goddard advised she was ready for the interview, was placed under oath, and the term perjury was discussed. In addition, DEP Goddard signed and acknowledged she received the Garrett advisory. The following is a summary of the interview provided by DEP Goddard. DEP Goddard explained she worked 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday, June 25, for her training day within the communications unit, then drove to St. Pete to meet with friends at the hotel. They were only briefly at the hotel before going out to the bar for some alcoholic beverages. They took an Uber back to the hotel, and she went to the pool with two of her friends. One of the friends walked away for a little while, so she went looking for her. DEP Goddard did not know how she ended up at the other hotel, and did not recall anything after that, except some parts of deputies talking to her in her hotel room. The deputies mentioned being trespassed from the hotel, nothing about a battery occurring, and left a business card so she could call them the next day. She indicated and displayed on her cell phone that she did attempt to contact the deputy on June 26, at 5:15 p.m., but there was no answer or return call to her voice message. DEP Goddard advised she did not notify anyone from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office about her interaction with another agency and went to a parade with her friends. Page 8 of 11. 1A 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. When shown the hotel video surveillance footage during the interview, several spots of the BWC videos of her interactions with PCSO, and questioned further about her demeanor and actions, DEP Goddard continued to advise she did not remember them, indicating she was blacked out from drinking. She advised she has never been blacked out like that before and attributed it to possibly drinking alcohol while being on new medication she was prescribed several days before. DEP Goddard indicated. Active investigati. Active investigati. I questioned DEP Goddard about the potential use of marijuana or other illegal narcotics, and she denied using any narcotics. DEP Goddard did not have any information to provide regarding her actions, but indicated she was extremely upset at what she observed on the video and cried briefly on several occasions. DEP Goddard advised and explained the Florida state statute regarding battery, and admitted her actions observed on video were a violation of the statute. DEP Goddard admitted based on her observations of her actions, she violated CCSO policies regarding conduct unbecoming and violation of law. Conclusion. During the course of this investigation, I reviewed all documents and video files regarding the chain of events and all the details involved. Statements were obtained on body-worn cameras from the victim and 2 witnesses, which was corroborated and supported by video evidence. Any additional witnesses or deputies observed on scene who have not provided statements would not have any additional information pertinent to the investigation from what was already discovered. In addition, I have obtained and reviewed all other supporting information, along with Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order 3.50, the policy governing guidelines for appropriate conduct/disciplinary procedures. Based on the statements provided by the victim and witnesses, video evidence, factual data obtained, and DEP Goddard's statement, it is clear she violated Charlotte County Sheriff's Office policies and procedures, and the following policy violations were noted. Page 9 of 11. IA 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. This investigator finds there is a preponderance of evidence to indicate DEP Skylar Goddard violated Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Manual GO #3.50H.4.C.1 violation of law, simple battery, and the charge is sustained. DEP Goddard violated this policy when she actually and intentionally grabbed, pushed, held, and struck the victim against their will on more than one occasion during the incident. DEP Goddard and the victim were unknown to each other, never having any previous interactions, and the battery caused a large red scratch mark on the victim. Whether DEP Goddard was under the influence of alcohol, or whether the victim continues to pursue criminal charges, it is irrelevant to the fact that a violation of Florida State Statute 784.03, 1.A.1, battery, was committed. This investigator finds there is a preponderance of evidence to indicate DEP Goddard violated Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Manual GO #3.50H.4.D.12 conduct unbecoming, and the charge is sustained. DEP Goddard violated this policy when she was off duty, involved in an altercation while being intoxicated, identifying herself as a law enforcement officer, and reflecting a negative image of herself and the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office to deputies of the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. DEP Goddard's actions caused a concerned citizen to believe an armed female was attacking an unarmed male, leading to 6 PCSO deputies responding to the scene. Several of these deputies spent over an hour into the investigation, and on a few occasions, a deputy of PCSO had to speak directly to DEP Goddard about her behavior, decisions, and actions as related to being a law enforcement officer during the incident. In addition to the 2 original listed violations of policy, a third violation of policy was identified during the investigation. This investigator finds there is a preponderance of evidence to indicate DEP Skylar Goddard violated Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Manual GO #3.50 H.4.B.27 reporting criminal or civil violations of law and the charges sustained. G.0.3.50 H.4.B.27 reporting criminal or civil violations of law. Page 10 of 11. IA 2022-038. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Members will immediately report all criminal and/or civil violations of law in which they or any other member is involved, or any other actions they may become involved in which may bring discredit to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Reporting should be made through the chain of command. DEP Goddard violated this policy when she failed to notify her chain of command, or anyone else, at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, of her interaction with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office stemming from her actions. DEP Goddard may have not been aware of the criminal violation but was aware she was involved in a possible trespass incident where the deputy wanted her to follow up the next day. The incident DEP Goddard was involved with brought discredit to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office and failed to report it to the agency. I, the undersigned, do hereby swear, under penalty of perjury, to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief, I have not knowingly or willfully deprived, or allowed another to deprive, the subject of the investigation of any rights contained in SS 112.532 and 112.533, Florida Statutes. Jason Zakoish, Lieutenant, Internal Affairs, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.